what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Chicken Wiggle here on the Kwings Let's Plays channel. Ready to hatch more exciting with this excellent game.
Yay!
So you don't want to go anywhere because we are just scrambling to have fun here. And yeah, thank you so much for all the egg puns. It was exciting to read them all.
Yeah.
Some of you were very creative and it gave me a very good laugh before we recorded this next episode for all of you guys. So, Jules is at it again by flipping up the gameplay mechanics even more. So this time we're running around in an air balloon.
He's at it again.
And, you know, our audience brought up a very interesting point. You know, this chicken hardly does anything. If you really think about it, it should be called Worm and Chicken.
What? What do you mean? He's doing all the work. Look at him walking around.
No.
And flying.
No, he is just like the Uber driver. And the worm is the intelligent person telling him where to go and what to do. Because think about it. The worm is used as a grappling hook to pull the chicken. The worm stuns enemies so the chicken can then beat up the enemies. And the worm pretty much comes in handy for every single thing that you could think of.
What? No way. The worm is like an intelligent rope. I don't know.
The worm is, you know, that...
It's just a tool to use. Oh my gosh.
If I was a worm, I would be very upset by that because the worm is the one with the brains.
Oh yeah.
How do you know he's not whispering in the ear of the chicken like, "Hey chicken, you wanna, you know, go in that hot air balloon?" And the chicken's just like, "Waka!"
Well, I'll give you one thing, like, okay, usually a chicken would eat a worm out of the ground, but somehow this worm was so smart he convinced the chicken not to eat him.
Oh, this is a vegan chicken. It's a vegan chicken.
Oh, it is? Then I really don't know.
I'm pretty sure. I mean,
worms are our friends, not food.
Right, because if it's a cannibal chicken, I mean, that worm is just being used until the chicken gets hungry.
Well, I mean, it's just like... Never mind.
No! See what I did there?
I was gonna say, it's just like any other pet. Emergency rations for the apocalypse.
You're just thinking of Excel Saga. That is the only anime I can ever think of where a pet was an emergency ration for when you ran out of food.
I've actually never seen Excel Saga, so...
I described it pretty well to you that one time. It was a parody anime that was ahead of its time and incredibly ridiculous and made no sense whatsoever. But it was funny. Awesome. So, oof.
Yeah, I don't know why, but this game just makes me so happy. I don't know why, it's just...
You know why? I really believe that this game, and a lot of others, recaptures that spark of the 90s, of the animal mascot video games.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And Zelda's a fan,
where would gaming be without the animal mascots?
Well,
awesome.
There was a total, like, flood of the industry for animal mascot games in the early 90s, from geckos to worms to foxes. You know, everybody had an animal mascot at some point, and I think a lot of that is because of Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's true.
Because everybody was like, wait a second, we too can have cool animals like artichokes and rhinoceroses. Bubsy, yeah. Excellent.
What about Kirby? He's
Kirby, no.
He's not an animal mascot.
No. He looks so happy. See the worm? The worm is whispering in his ear. They're like, good job, buddy. Keep it up. Oh! New power! Demo hat.
Demo hat.
You can pack pretty much everything.
Whoa. Destruction.
Now, where was his power early on in the game, Jules?
Ultimate power!
Because this is...
Oh, you can't peck these spikes, apparently.
Well, yeah. I mean, it says pretty much everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a staircase thing, because that's what you advised last time, so... Very carefully.
Oh my gosh! You can peck right through the wall?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, destructible environments.
Destructible environments with the demo hat.
Wow, this is awesome.
You want to know what I wanted to see, though? And this is just me being, like, the cynical reviewer I am. This is great that they're introducing all these power-ups and stuff like that, but how do I cycle through the different power-ups I want to use to beat a level?
Oh, Luke, I think you're demanding so much so early on in the game, alright?
So early on, this is the third world.
I know.
The third zone, the third chapter, the three amigos.
All right.
This is where the game is supposed to, set the tone for the rest of the game.
Wow.
Or something like that. But I'm noticing a pattern. Every time we get to the second level of whatever world we're on, we get a new power-up. The first world was the super bird thing. The second one was the running really fast power. And this one is breaking stuff. Which is pretty cool.
Is this a flying cat?
It may be a flying cat.
I think that is what this is.
That's what Zelda wants to be. Zelda is like, I want to have wings coming out of my back. And it's like, no, then everyone would be in danger, Zelda, because you would just like...
so how many worlds do you think there are?
They actually show you how many worlds there are. I believe... I want to say there are 8 worlds in total, maybe 9. But you have to remember... There she goes again. Part of the charm of this game is, like with Mario Maker, creating your own world. So while they were very wonderful to include an actual story mode, which we're playing right now, that just, scratches the surface of this game.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm excited for that. The only thing that I'm kind of a little bit upset about, because everyone already did, like, all the egg puns that I could possibly do for the entire series, I really have nothing else to say. I was just gonna make really bad egg puns like the entire time.
So that made you feel a little fried.
Yeah, right.
I was really impressed with some people for being able to write an entire paragraph filled with egg puns, and they did it in an extremely intelligent way that I was just exhausted reading it. I was like, wow. I know. Thank you.
Yeah, that would have been an egg experience.
There you go, see?
All right, I don't know. I think everyone has already clicked off the video, but I was just glad. It's so nice that Jools is being like so nice in the comments. Actually checking out our series. I'm actually a little nervous, like, okay, I'm just gonna do the best well, actually, I'm not even playing, because I don't know why I'm nervous, so...
He did it before, though.
Yeah,
he kind of taunted us with a Zeo Drifter.
He did.
He was like, oh, another one of my games you can't finish. And it's like, true.
Yeah,
and I'm hoping that...
I know. I
could beat this.
I actually feel like... I feel like Jools' company is getting bigger and bigger, so, like... I don't know, like, I'll be kind of intimidated talking to him when we actually see him, whenever we see him again, like, at PAX.
I actually want to get a t-shirt for this game, because, especially if I beat it, I want a fond memory knowing that I actually beat one of Renegade Kid's games.
Oh, I know, yeah. You should get some kind of... You needed to get yourself a t-shirt or something if you finally beat one of the... Wait, have you ever beat a single of Jools' games, ever?
I came really close with Mutant Muds.
Wow, never once. Luke hasn't beaten one of your games, Jools.
I almost beat Zeo Drifter, but I got lost.
No, it's fine. I haven't either. I actually feel like... Why do I feel like this is a... Like... I don't know why, but this, even though this is like a, like a simpler type game, it still feels like it's making, I don't know, it adds like a little bit of class to the channel, because it's like, this is a tough game, I feel like. Well, I don't know.
Don't let the cuteness fool you, folks.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I feel like this adds the cool factor to our channel. It's not your average tablet.
Another thing this reminds me of, like, the placement of the levels and stuff like that, it feels like they were going for kind of like, a retro Super Nintendo or Genesis game.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it kind of reminds me of the early PC games where they were trying to mimic, platforming games. And that's what this feels like.
Oh, yeah.
Which is fine. I played tons of shareware games on IBM and, other stuff. Sorry about that. You wanted to see the excellent screen. All right, so you're asking how many worlds there are?
Yeah. Wait, you said when they were trying to mimic what?
There's 8 worlds.
Oh, 8 worlds. They were trying to mimic what, Luke? What were we saying?
Platforming games from console stuff.
But it is a platforming game.
Yeah, it is, but I'm saying, like, because they had more processing power and stuff like that. People know what I'm talking about. Like, a lot of early PC games had better visuals, but they also, at the same time, they couldn't really capture the awesome factor of, say, the Super Nintendo or the Sega Genesis, and part of that is because the music on those old PC games sounded, like, really weird. Like, it felt, like, very PC-oriented.
Yeah.
This game, I love the music, but I'm getting kind of that, like, coming home after school and playing that old computer game type vibe.
Yeah.
Not necessarily something I would hear on the Genesis or Super Nintendo. The only equivalent to me that this sounds like a little bit is, I would say, ActRaiser on the Super Nintendo. It has that kind of like orchestratal, like, you know, cutesy vibe to it, but it also gets a little bit serious, like an ActRaiser. Yeah. This kind of reminds me of the Chickens theme. It's kind of like the title theme for ActRaiser, and then when you're like bringing in the little angel guy to do God's bidding and do the SimCity stuff where you're building the town and stuff. Like
Kid Icarus, now I know what you mean, ActRaiser, No,
ActRaiser isn't Kid Icarus.
Oh, it's not? Nope. Oh my gosh.
It was. You were close. ActRaiser is about this angel that comes down and does God's bidding to help the people of the land.
It's almost like your SimCity, but you're
It's two games in one. It's a action platformer where you have to come in and literally fight all the demons as the angel, or the knight, whatever translation. And then you play as this little Cupid character that is fulfilling people's requests like an old SimCity thing. Like where you're actually building a civilization all the way through the modern age. Or something like that. It's pretty close. All right, this is really complex.
Whoa, this is crazy.
So remember, this puzzle is all about jumping and getting the hidden blocks to do stuff, and every time you jump, both the spiders and the blocks move.
Oh, the spiders look so angry.
Yeah, see? They're scary.
But with just a few pixels, though, I mean, look at how much detail on those spiders.
Oh, this is incredible. This is why the 3DS is, like, one of my favorite systems. Like, portable or console. I mean, we have so many games for the 3DS, and indie developers just love the system to death. Like,
I wish the 3DS would never die.
It's actually lasted a lot longer than some of the others.
I really hope they never stop making it. I know they will, but I just...
Usually it's a 6-year cycle for...
I would rather...
Like a Nintendo Portable. The longest Nintendo Portable in history, if you really think about it, was the Game Boy brand, but that was retired after the Game Boy Advance at its final run before the dual screen system and the Nintendo DS was introduced in 2004.
I really hope that whatever new Nintendo system that they make for handheld will be backwards compatible with the 3DS. Kind of like how Game Boy Advance was compatible with Game Boy. Like, I don't...
Well, the DS, they always...
All my
the
3DS
last
games,
system...
what will I do with them?
Yeah, that's true. The last system of... Nintendo was always good at doing backwards compatible, though. I'll give you an example. After the Game Boy Advance came on the market, you could still play Game Boy and Game Boy Color games using your Game Boy Advance. Then when the Game Boy Advance was off the market, for a while, the DS...
It's a ghost.
Yep, it's a ghost. The DS would be able to play Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games.
Well, how do you know where the invisible blocks are?
I'm just making an educated guess based on the placement of... You know, this level's not too tricky, Jules. I got this. Okay, nice try.
Oh, sorry. What were you talking about with the...
I taunted too soon.
Sorry.
I thought I had it. I thought I figured out... Because he has, like, a rhythm to this, or his game designer does, but I'm pretty sure that... I'm trying to remember what Jules' role in this. I'm pretty sure he's creator and the designer, and he also does, like, the artwork. Like, I believe he's an artist. Like, he drew Mutant Mudds and Chicken Wiggle and all this other stuff. Like, I would just... If I was a video game dude, I would end up drawing stick figures. And be like, this is your video game. This is the Kwings video game.
Video game would be stick
figure man. Oh! Sadness. And it's like the ending screen, it just like, if you listen to it and not continue, it just makes you want to cry, because it's like, I'm sorry I murdered the chicken.
Yeah.
That's what a chicken sounds like, right? Or is that a hawk? Is that...
Yeah, actually, I don't know, like...
What do chickens sound like? Yeah, there we go.
It's a chicken.
There. Yeah, I think that is.
Yeah,
that's
there you go.
See, it needed sound effects, Jules. It needed chicken sound effects.
No! I just like this happy chicken. He's just hanging out.
Happy chicken with a mohawk on his head.
It feels like he's more like a chick than a chicken, though. He's, like, all yellow.
Yeah, he's like... So it should have been Chick Wiggle? I think that might have caused all kinds of problems.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, I'm pitching this game to the Nintendo 3DS. It's called Chick Wiggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this... I mean, he's like a young, spry chicken.
Yeah, and Rooster Wiggle just sounds stupid. It's like, Rooster Wiggle sounds like a...
The name was perfect.
It wouldn't test well with most audiences, because it sounds like one of those educational games.
I just want to know what the worm is thinking this whole time.
The worm is controlling everything. Secretly, he's the mastermind behind everything. So the chicken thinks he's using the worm, and then at the end of the game, the worm comes out of the pouch and turns out to be the mastermind behind the witch and everything. And then the worm just, like, gets all it needs to be evil, because it has, like, that scowl. It just needs, like, one of those Dracula capes. And boom, final boss.
No.
See, aren't you glad I have these ideas?
I don't want to see that little worm in a Dracula cape. No, he's that sweet.
Speaking of ideas, this is different.
His little eyes are so sweet.
So, yep.
Oh, you can only step on them one time.
Well, I mean, it tells you 1, and then that block up there is 2, but as soon as you grapple on it, it changes.
Oh,
so it's like,
my gosh.
What is this, Jools Sonic?
Oh, wow.
What? How am I?
I like the castles, though. I love castles.
Who doesn't love castles? Wait,
You're gonna have to fling past it or something.
Fling past it where? Oh!
Maybe you're gonna have to get a construction helmet.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Having the other powers would come in handy because you would have other ways to solve the puzzles instead of going through Jools' death house of fun.
I really wanted to finish Zeo Drifter because the levels were so cool looking in that.
Well, it was essentially an awesome Metroid game, but you know me in Metroid games, I get lost.
Yeah.
So
I really can't keep making you do games and not really do very well on them myself, so I have to step it up. How are you supposed to get past that?
I don't know. I'll figure it out. I always figure it out. There's only one level. I think Super Mutant Mudds, they've added an easy mode or something. I thought that was coming out to the Switch, or it's supposed to be on the Switch or something, but I can never go wrong. I can't hate Mutant Mudds. I love it. I just can't beat it, because there's just a couple levels that are just, like, wicked frustrating.
Oops.
It's alright, we'll get it. We'll get it.
This.
If we're sitting here for 2 hours, I will get this.
I don't see how we're supposed to go through there. There's one giant mace. There's no room to wiggle around.
I thought they called that a Morning Star. Like, it's a mace?
No, it could be a morning star. I don't know. I don't know all kinds of...
Mace to the face.
I think you have to go back to the beginning and...
Yeah, I have to hit the reset button. There it is. Boom.
There we go.
See, that makes life easier. Remember, kids, F spells F-U-N fun. In this game, I mean, you know, it's the same as most of... If you've played a Renegade Kid 2D game, then you know what you're getting yourself into. I mean, this is a game that it may look cute on the surface, but deep buried underneath, this is a challenging game that'll make you cry.
You have to get from where you're standing to that coin. Once you're at the coin, then you're safe.
You think?
Yeah, I can see it never passes over the coin. But that other space next to the coin, it passes halfway through that. You're not safe there.
Okay.
So, coin! No! Stop at the coin!
I'm sorry! I thought I could do something more than you could. I don't tend to listen when you talk sometimes. It's like I turn off my gamer ear.
What?
I'm sorry, you say something? I'll get it in my own way. So you want me to try to stay in the middle?
Yeah, stop at the coin, because it's not hurting the coin.
Is it really a coin, though? It's kind of like a diamond.
Stop!
Oh! I thought that somehow the thing would just burst into flames.
It's fine. I'm just gonna get a book to read while you continue to do this.
If you could get any book to read, can you find that awesome ninja book? Because, I mean, I was going to order it again. Because I don't know. I love...
I got that at Barnes & Noble's for $7 because...
Yeah, I know.
I think I was there with
19.
somebody I didn't really... Oh, I was there with a school trip.
Aha! Ah!
Yeah, you're at the coin.
Okay, so we just got to do this again. Wait for it.
Yeah, the coins are the safe spots.
Okay, coins are the safe spots. Roger that. Yay!
Okay.
What about this one?
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
Apparently, no, you had to get to the coin. So they're giving you hints.
Yeah, I can see that now. I mean, I have you here, so I mean, yeah, I probably wouldn't... I would have figured it out eventually, but I probably would have been throwing the 3DS capture device around. But no, I want to get the Ninja book again, because I think there's a great game on the 3DS that I did a review on, but I never did a Let's Play on it, and it was the Return of Shinobi. Like on the 3DS, that really cool game that came out like 4 or 5 years ago. I think it'd be fun to do a,
yeah.
especially like on Halloween or something. Like I want to do a lot of really fun games that are like, you know, Halloween inspired. And ninjas, I mean, technically you could be like cosplay inspired, but you know, when I think of characters dressing up as stuff, I think Halloween. And it's been 3 years since we've actually had a Halloween theme on the Let's Play channel, and I would really like to commit to it this time and do some things, you know, start work on it now in August. But make sure it's ready, and I would really like to play, because I did beat that Shinobi game, and it was a lot of fun. It's not too long. It's like 8 levels, something like that. So you're looking at probably about a week and 4 days of content, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not going to commit to doing a Castlevania game, though, because that would take way longer, especially if it's like Portrait of Ruin, or, you know, one of the really good games, Symphony of the Night.
The worm is hanging on right now.
Yeah, he's hanging on to that. Whoa. It's all about timing. Crud!
Sorry,
timing!
I didn't mean to. Oh! I didn't mean to.
He looks so sad when he meets his demise, too. He's like, I had so much to live for.
Like, I'm too young. I'm just a spring chicken.
Yeah, he is a spring. See, Spring Chicken is a cool name. I don't get the wiggle. What is the wiggle? The worm's not wiggling.
I think, yeah, the worm is wiggling the whole time.
No, it's not.
It's chicken and the worm wiggles. That's what worms do.
Are we sure that the worm's name is Wiggles, though? Because, I mean, I
don't know. Like, I don't know if it's name, but that's what he does. Look at his little head bobbing.
Spring Chicken sounds cool. Like, because, I mean, you're springing around and doing all, you know, or jumping chicken.
No. I like the wiggle, because you're wiggling around the course.
See? I told you we'd beat it, eventually.
You just rescued, like, an older chicken.
Oh my gosh, that was pretty intense. Alright, here we go. This is 3-6. And it's another castle level with more of this. So we've got these guys. And I want to see where this goes first. There's the fun thing up there.
Yeah! Oops.
It's fine, I can't die there.
I like the name. I think it sounds good.
I'm open to suggestions.
Maybe try getting that F.
I don't know why I try to get these, because I never get all of them. It's just kind of like there.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Donkey Kong letters.
Boom!
Donkey Kong.
Aha!
Where you have to get K-O-N-G. Kong.
Gamer grunt.
This one you just have to get 3 letters. Fun.
Ah, yeah, 3 letters. That makes it better.
Eyeballs with helmets on. That makes a sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't just punch an eye without a helmet.
Oh, this feels like Castlevania because of the eyeballs.
Or you could say Kirby. Or you could say...
There were no eyeballs floating around in Kirby.
Yes, there was. It was inside of a cloud.
What? Yeah. Oh, yeah, the eyeball that was your boss. Or
yeah, well, it wasn't my boss. I don't work for him.
Not your boss, but I mean the boss.
The boss. I am the boss. Ah, see what you did there. I see what you...
yeah.
Ah! Okay, alright, I'm gonna get this crazy block stuff.
Now I'm imagining the boss, the eyeball in a business suit.
No, for a comedic effect, it would be the eyeball has like one of those ties hanging down.
Yeah.
Or you could do a bow tie.
And then he's coming into a meeting and all these people are sitting there and he says, I am the boss.
Hi, I am the boss. My name's Chuck.
I don't know why my mind goes... See, maybe I should end up trying to... I don't know, I probably... If I had skills, I think I would make a pretty zany game, because I have quite an imagination on me.
Or you could just write your ideas and send them to Atooi.
Yeah, definitely.
Chances are they would make it into a game, I don't know.
I don't know, probably not. I don't know, my ideas aren't this great.
You know, I really wish I thought of an idea of having a chicken, like, throwing a worm around. I never thought that would be a great video game.
It's like, well, you can't really just have a worm, because it's already been done with Earthworm Jim, so you gotta have the worm and the chicken. The buddy system.
Oh!
Yeah, look at him, he looks like he's in so much pain. They got that expression so well.
I don't know, but if I had to pick a voice actor for the chicken, I think it would be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Come on, worm. We're going to do this right now. I'm going to throw you up here. We got you. Awesome. Right, we're going down here right now. There's a checkpoint. All right. Come on. Don't get scared now. All right. Okay.
I feel like I don't think that worm would talk at all. I think he's silent.
I think that, well, I mean, there was one way that I remember a worm talking in cartoons. Oh, I think it was in The Tick or something. He had like kind of this box around his throat that like turned his thoughts into voices.
Wow, that's weird.
See, that's what they need for animals. They need to find a way to put something on them that they can wear that will use their brainwave patterns to communicate with us.
I don't think I would want to know what my cats are saying.
I would feel a lot less crazy if my animals, like, if other people could hear them talk to me. Wait, that didn't come out right. Never mind, let's save this chicken. Excellent. We're just gonna strike that from the record, because I don't talk to animals and I can't hear what they're saying.
Yeah, Luke, that's often. A little bit egg-centric for me.
Oh, alright, I'll give you one egg pun. Alright, so we're gonna be starting Tubular Tower? Is that what that says? Yeah, something like that. Alright, cool. Alright, guys and gals, that does it for another egg-citing episode of Chicken Wiggle. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. If you guys are interested in this game, let us know in the comment section below, and head to the Nintendo eShop and download this today. It's challenging, it's fun, it's cute, you'll love it. We got other videos going on the Let's Play channel today, so make sure you stick around until 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when we have our live stream with Miitopia. Until we meet again, God bless and happy gaming.
See ya!
Bye-bye.